Yo, what is going on, guys? I hope you guys are having a wonderful day. We're once again back to talk some more MLB The Show 18. If you guys missed the MLB The Show 18 stream the other day, it was just yesterday actually. They went ahead and went through a lot more of the customization, the presentation, a couple other new features, new additions to the game as well. So we're going to go over some of them things here today, including one of the first things they talked about that I found really cool was the batting stances. Not only did they add 1,200 batting stances total, but these guys went out there and made it where you can literally create your own batting stance. I think this is pretty cool because when you think about it, as a hitter and a pitcher, you don't do a lot, like, you know, customization wise. You can't do a whole lot. It's not like you can go out there and walk around with a big old gold chain on the side of your neck in a real baseball game. But one thing as a real baseball player, you can, I guess you could have a good big old gold chain. Who might kid? I think Johnny Cueto does, but you know what I mean. You ain't gonna go walk out there in your own customized looking t-shirt or whatever as a baseball player, but you can have your own custom chosen batting stance, and they're allowing you to do that this season in MLB The Show 18. I think that's pretty sick. They get the ability to be completely unique to anybody else out there, make your own stance, so that's really nice. And then they went in and talked about, in general, just a whole bunch of in general stuff you can do in the games nowadays. You're going to see more of some new freshness to the game. 10 new outfield celebrations, 30 new home run celebrations, 18 new home run home plate celebrations, 24 new dugout celebrations, 220 new catches, 401 new throws, all just different stuff. Minor things like that that keep the game fresh from being repetitive, seeing all that stuff in there like that instead of seeing the exact same celebrations year after year after year. So it's nice to see stuff like that. 24 new ones. I think a 24 new dugout celebrations. I didn't even know they had that many. I can't even imagine. You can go out there and get a lot of home runs. My boy Joey Votto after the walk-off home runs. We get to see that new dugout celebration. Looking forward to that. Maybe one of them home run celabrations is a walk-off home run. Yasiel Puig breaking his leg in a home plate. Maybe that's this year too. We'll see. It'd be pretty sick if it was. You know what else they did add this year? They hinted at it. They brought it up earlier in a previous, was it the gameplay trailer? About a team when you didn't know who the team was. That team was a legend team. I think they said they added 3 legend teams. We had teams like the Long Ball Petes, the mid-century Groundbreakers were the 40s, 50s teams. We had a team from the 70s, 80s, and we had a more of a 21st century is all in a 20th century, 21st century team as well. So the teams are pretty sweet. You can go out there and play with an all-legend team. See which one can go out there and face off against the other 2 teams the best if you wanted to. There's added some new throwback jerseys. I'm sure a lot of you guys are curious on that. Unfortunately, I can't go through every single team. They can, I can't. But they did show us a couple of them for those of you who may be curious. The Blue Jays got a new throwback jersey, and the Indians also got a new throwback jersey in there as well. Looking pretty nice. Going back to some of the presentation stuff, they updated, made it more 3D, made it more interesting looking, more realistic looking. That's the word I'm looking for. Realistic looking. We'd get it. More realistic looking for some of these minor league stadiums. You know, they was pretty bland last year. They look more pretty to look at. They look a lot nicer this year. Granted, we don't really want to play in them, but we will. Road to the Show, we'll get to play in some of them. They actually look pretty nice for minor league stadiums. They look pretty sick. How about this feature? This might be my favorite one I've heard of so far, the practice mode. You can choose scenarios to practice. So say you want to go out there and face a really good hitter like Joey Votto and you want to practice, you can throw him on the plate, you can pitch. Maybe you want to face a really good pitcher, you can go out there, bat against him. You want to go out there, practice stealing, throw a guy on first base. You can now practice those specific situations instead of having to sit there in a full game hoping a situation comes up. You can go to that specific situation. I think that's very helpful for anybody. A new player or an experienced player, there's always something you want to work on. Love seeing the addition of practice mode. Then again, you know, the stream was about the little things. Community Vault was one of them. You know how much of a pain it was back in the day to search through that vault, clicking page through page through page. Now they made it a little bit more simple. You can go out there and actually search for terms, first of all. And then second, you can see, go out there and you can actually see the photos. You can see the logo. So it makes it a lot nicer. It's like, oh, does this guy look like what I want? Does this logo look like what I want? Without having to load it up and waiting a little bit. It's all right there in front of you. So that's really nice as well. I mean, you guys also seen the new menu screen. So they redid the menu screen once again this season. Nice to see they did that. So it gives you that fresh look for something new every single season. And other than that, though, they brought up a lot of stuff, a lot of interesting stuff. I'm sure we're going to hear more in the future. As always, guys, stay tuned if you want to see some more stuff. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you next time.